Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone? Good morning, Barbie. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to wait a few minutes for notifications to go out. I do see there's a few people in the chat already. Oh. How is everyone? Has the snow stopped in all the states where it was snowing? Today, it is sunny, and it is supposed to be a high of 63 here again. Oh, Ohio weather this year. Good morning, Lemmy. Good morning, Bridget. Hello, hello. Somebody had mentioned that they could see the string back here in my lights, but bet they looked pretty when they were lit. They're lit. You guys just can't see them because I've got overhead lighting. I've got my ring light. Good morning, Roxana. Good morning, Norma Jean. Hello, everyone. This morning I am drinking my coffee out of another cup that my son made. Good morning, Kaz. And this one can be used as a handleless mug because it is ceramic, or it can just be used as a regular drinking cup. But this morning I've got my coffee in it. Good morning, Maggie. Hello, hello, hello. So I am going to, instead of starting to invoice today, because it's going to, good morning, Geneva, because it's going to be 63, I'm going to do some sourcing today. And hey, Nikki. And then I'll probably start invoicing tomorrow or maybe tonight. We'll see how tired I am after some sourcing. Wednesdays aren't the best day, and I like to get there first thing in the morning if I'm going to hit the Goodwill. So we'll see how we do. Good morning, Feeding My Soul, my international friend. Yes, it is purple. He did this one in purple glaze for me because purple's my favorite color. Okay, so let me show you guys my sticker page. I did do what I was going to say, and I did go back and cover the stains on this page because this was last week or the week before's project. Last week's was to put stickers on a page. So I covered all of the gross stains on this page with flower stickers. So that was my sticker page, and probably look at the staining. Probably going to be using stickers a lot more in the book because it's just kind of gross. I don't know who owned this book, but they did not take care of it. So that was my Kaz. I am trying to convince him. The problem is that right now his brother owns all the equipment. So he doesn't have equipment of his own. He has to rent the equipment from his brother every time that he wants to use it. And then the kiln they're firing in is not right close. So then there's the gas money to drive things out to the kiln and the whole process of that. And a lot of things break in kiln. They just do. And so then by the time that he gets one made that's come out the way that he wants it, mind you, he works a full-time job, then the amount that he's got to charge to make his money back on it is really ridiculous right now. So at this point, he's not making anything for a variety of reasons, most having to do with cost. So, good morning, Connie. So there's my sticker page. I kept it simple and tried to, because I'm trying to keep, I'm trying to keep the green. I love how each page was framed out with this green. So I'm trying to keep as much of that as possible on the pages where I can. So I use stickers that were clear instead of white, except for this one. This one's just fun. So that was my sticker page. Super simple. I appreciated a simple thing this week because I was very busy. put my fabric back in there, my bookmark. So I hope everyone enjoyed the sticker part of that. That was super fun. And before I pull this week's, I'm going to let a few more people come in. I wanted to talk about something. Good morning, Danielle. So I am going to do, if you were in my clearance sale last night, you know I still have some clearance items to do. I am going to do those today. They'll start at $1 just like last night. If you have boxes from last night, they will get included in those boxes. But I wanted to talk about, before we get into all of that, we'll chat for a couple minutes while people filter in. And let's talk about my work history so you know where I'm coming from. So by the time I was 20, I was a department head, department lead in Kaufman's, which was it was later bought out by I can't even remember the name because now they've closed here. We don't even have one anymore. But it was, better department store. And they had been the May company before they were Kaufman's. And so I was the lead, full-time lead in the ladies' better suits and department. It's better suits and coats department. So I only answered to there was a general manager of the entire department store, and then there were 3 department heads under them. I only answered to the department head. There wasn't anybody else between me and management. So I didn't have a supervisor. I just had the department head, and I was the lead in that department. I did all of the floor sets. I did returns at end of season. I did markdowns. I set the sales. On sale days, I worked 12-hour days. So no, it wasn't Elder Bierman. And I come by it honestly because my dad's mom was district manager of a department store here in Ohio. And before that, she'd been a buyer. So she went to like Paris for Fashion Week, and she was a buyer for the clothing for one of the department stores. So retail's in my blood. So I did that, and then I moved on to assistant manager in a page port. And then I was manager of my own page port. We sold pagers and very, very early cell phones. That really dates me. And then I moved on to assistant manager at a video store, and I was there for years, and even had my first kid while I was working there. And then I was running my own massage business out of my home, and then got chronic fatigue syndrome and went back into retail. And I just wanted to work part-time and quickly moved into the assistant manager, like within 6 weeks, moved into the assistant manager position. And so I was assistant manager at a children's clothing store then in the mall for 5 years. And then opened my own massage business again. And this time went bigger, wasn't running it out of my home, rented my own space, and did that for almost 10 full years. So I did that from 2011 to 2020 when I had to close the business. So I have a lot of management experience. I have a lot of small business experience. I have a lot of customer experience. I mean, I started out when I was 16 at Kmart as a cashier, and I worked at TJ Maxx at the customer service desk, doing the returns and handling customer problems. So years and years of customer experience. And I realized a couple of years into my massage business that I was being too nice and really did not have good boundaries. I wasn't sticking to my schedule, which wasn't benefiting my kids at all. If somebody said, well, I really need an evening appointment, but I'm not available on the evenings that you're in, because I was in 2 evenings a week, and I did every other Saturday. Sometimes I did every Saturday. I was trying to be flexible for people that had 9-to-5 jobs, but it wasn't working for me. And I had people that would cancel last minute or not show up, and I'm not getting paid. And that was a spot I could have given to someone else, especially on like Friday evenings. It was a real problem. So I had to make up policies and procedures, printed them out, and I had every single person as they came in sign them. I didn't make anybody stick to those policies and procedures until every single person came in and signed up. And I had someone who I considered a friend. We were Facebook friends, we were mom friends. You know, it was one of those friends that if I was doing a Pampered Chef party, she would come. And if she was doing a Gold Canyon party, I would go to her house for that. We did Christian Girl Scouts. I can't remember the name of it. Something American Girl. We did that together. We were both leaders in that. Our daughters were in that. So, you know, I considered her a friend, but not somebody that I got together over coffee with and just hung out with. We were just mom friends. Does that make sense? And so she had signed the policies and procedures, and she was particularly bad about it. And I kept excusing her because number one, we were friends. Number two, she had 4 kids. And so she'd cancel last minute. She'd show up late, and then I'd feel like I needed to give her the full massage, even though then I'm racing around afterwards to get the next person in time, or then I'm late to get home to my kids for dinner. So she just always was pushing that friendship boundary, if that makes sense. And so after she had signed the policies and procedures, sure enough, she canceled without 24-hour notice again. And she was notorious for this. And if you didn't give 24-hour notice, it was very difficult for me to fill that spot with somebody. I did keep a waiting list, but you know, if 2 people called the day before and wanted to get in, I'd said, no, I'm full. And then you cancel in the middle of the night because you remember you have an appointment. I've lost those customers. Like, I wasn't making any money if you didn't show up, you know? And so my policy was the first time that you canceled without 24-hour notice, I charge you $10. $10 seemed fair. And then the second time, if you did it a second time, I charged you half of the appointment. If you did it a third time, then I charged you the full appointment. And if you still wanted to schedule after I charged you that full appointment, you had to move to a call me in the morning and I'll let you know if I've got appointments open. I would no longer schedule you in advance. Does that make sense? So I text her and I said, per the policy that you signed, that'll be $10 for canceling with less than 24-hour notice. She blew up at me. And it got to the point where I was like, I can't keep excusing her because she has 4 kids, because I was a single mom with 3 kids. Our kids are about the same age. She had 4 kids, but she had a husband and she was a stay-at-home mom. So it didn't make sense that I was excusing her behavior when I was a single mom with 3 kids and I was not canceling anybody's appointments with less than 24-hour notice. And so she blew up at me and never spoke to me again. Never. Because I had enforced this policy and this boundary. And it really hurt my feelings. And I'm like, and I know you should not have personal feelings about business, right? But it did, because I had thought we were friends. She never spoke to me again. Never. All these years later, she has never spoken to me again. And we've been friends before I opened the massage business. And it just really hurt. But also, you can't let people take advantage of you. You just can't. Policies and procedures are, good morning, Apple, are there for a reason. Good morning, Bree. And good morning, Donna Maria. So you can't let people take advantage. So that being said, 99, yeah. And we weren't like besties. Like, we did not get together. We were just mom friends. And so I had a lot of mom friends that came because we knew each other because we all had kids about the same age. So I don't know. And the village I lived in good morning, Rebecca, wasn't big enough to not ever see someone I didn't know. A good portion of the people that came were people I already knew. It was just a little village I lived in. So anyway, with that being said, policies and procedures are important. And if you've never looked in my, whatever it's called down below, I have a bunch of policies and procedures. So I'm going to show you guys. So if you go right here, there's me. And then right here where it says coffee chat and a small sale, and then it says more. Now I'm on my iPad. It might look different on your computer. but it looks the same on my phone. And then you hit more, and this is what comes up. And then if you hit more again, look, policies and procedures. And yeah, I know it's a lot of info, but pretty much everything is covered right here. And I don't do anything like hugely different from most of the other resellers. We all pretty much do the same thing. Invoicing with PayPal. I always want to get you invoiced within a week of the sale you purchased from, just because I think after that you forget that you purchased things and then you get invoiced. You're like, whoa, what did I buy? But if you read through there, it's all in there. And one of the things is that I only accept PayPal. Only accept PayPal, which 99 point. Thank you, Donna Maria. This is how I looked all through high school and most of my early 20s. And don't worry, I did not dye my hair. It is waxed, just like every other color. It's just black. But I only accept PayPal for two reasons. One, it protects the buyer and the seller if I bill through PayPal. And two, it makes my accounting at the end of the year easier. That is the only way that I accept payment. And so 99.9% of you have no issues with that. 99.9%, which means there is 0.1% that always wants to push it and try to get me to accept another payment. I will not do that. So all the rest of you are lovely and wonderful and follow the policies and procedures, and I appreciate you. Just wanted to put that out there. So, all right, we've got 30 people in here, so we're going to go ahead and draw our book prompt for the altered book, and then I will get right into the clearance sale. It is gorgeous outside, so don't want to be here forever because I want to go out and enjoy the sunshine and buy you guys new fabulous things to sell next week. Okay, so I'm not looking, so I don't even know what color is coming out. Oh, it's a thin one. Let's see what we got. Use makeup or nail polish on a page. Now, I already used nail polish. Use makeup or nail polish on a page. And if you don't have makeup or nail polish, you can use just anything that's colored. You could even, I know there are fruits that will make a dye if you leave them to soak in like water overnight. You could do a watercolor with fruit, vegetable. There's all kinds of fun things you could do without it costing a bunch of money, but use makeup or nail polish on a page. And I might go with my Mad Mica powders that I use for eyeshadow and do something with that, since I already did the nail polish one. So super fun one. Seems like that's another like pretty easy one, because I know there are some harder ones in here. There is, I know, Bree, Mandalorian. I know that using fire, there's a burn a page in here one, which freaked me out so much when my daughter did it. And it first came out fine, but I'm like, this book is old. What if the whole thing just goes, whoo, and then I've got no book left? So I might have to do, when we get to that one, I might have to do just a separate piece of paper and then glue it into the book. I may not be able to burn pages in my book because it's just so old. Okay. So if you've missed my other clearance sales, this is how it's going to work. If anybody wants to do my stops for me, let me know. If you don't, I'll do them myself. It's fine. Oh, no, girl, drawing eye. My drawing skills are nil, and eyes are hard for people that are regular drawers. So I do believe most everything I've got today, I did have in the $6 sale on my Wednesday morning sale. So if you attended those, you will have seen these items. Everything's starting at $1 except for the 2 jewelry grab bags I have left from last night. And I'm going to start with those. So these are $5 a piece. I'm not going to show you 2 of them. They're just random. You get 2 pair of clip or screw on earrings in each one of these. And then there's at least 8 pieces of jewelry in each of these. So there's brooches. They all work. And as of right now, they're not missing any stones. If they were missing stones, I set them aside for my crafts later. That doesn't mean in shipping one won't fall out, because I've had that happen. But aw, Geneva, I'm sorry about that. So if anybody's interested, the first 2 people that type in bag will get these. They're $5 a piece. $5 a piece, and there's at least 8 pieces of jewelry in each. All right, Geneva wants one. And Apple wants one. All right, and that's both of them. Thank you, guys. Okay. Set those down there. And then the other thing that I had not had in the $6 clearance, I don't know if anybody's interested. I don't know anything about these, but I do know that this one brings some good money on eBay. Good morning, Marcy. It's a Vivitar camera. It does have film in it. I'm not messing with it. But Vivitar camera, PS120 focus-free motorized. It's $1. Yeah, true, Donna. And also, I try and post the sales for the next week. Like this week, probably by Friday, I will post next week's sales. And then if you see it come up in your feed, you can hit the notify me button specifically. So not only can you hit the bell, the notify bell, and you can be notified anytime I go live or post a video, you can also hit the specific notify me on that sale. So Vivitar camera, just $1 if anybody's interested. Yeah, Kaz, I do that too. And I found that the more that I hit that on the specific things, then the more that they notify me when the person posts anything. All right, Kaz is in at $1 on the Vivitar camera. And since she's the only one, I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop. Got to remember to do that so I can see myself down here on. There we go. Oh, Geneva put a stop. Geneva, you're going to do my stops for me? I appreciate it if you're going to do my stops for me. All right, that one is going to Kaz. Thank you much. And then this one, is an Olympus Infinity Junior. This one's got a self timer on it. This one also has film in it. And I do not know who this person is. Thank you, Geneva. Geneva will do our stops today. So this one's going to start at $1. And if I missed you coming in this morning, thanks for being here. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. YouTube likes it when you give me thumbs up. Oh, and this one comes with a case. I don't know if it did originally, but it was the case that was with it. If anybody's interested. And just like last night, I'm going to move through these pretty quickly. Anybody else have mornings where you make the same coffee you made the day before, but it just is bitter for some reason? Coffee is bitter this morning. And I've got almond milk in it. All right, we're going to move on from that one. We've got a pear wall pocket. Good morning, Robert. Robert, this is my last clearance sale. I will be closing all boxes, hopefully this week, but if not, by next week. Usually this isn't bitter. I think it's my taste buds. So pear wall pocket, it has crazy. And I do believe that is the remnants of a Japan sticker. And I don't think... Well, it looks like if it had chips, somebody painted over them long before I got it. Hi, Carrie Ann. We've got Carrie Ann at $1. Eileen at $2. Oh, the lag this morning. Danielle's in at 3 whenever it pops up here. I love this one. I actually had this one hanging on the wall in my old place. I just didn't have room for it here. Carrie Ann's back in at 4. Good morning, Marianne. I've never heard that about the salt. It's good to know. All right, I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And there's Geneva's stop. Geneva's Dirt Road Memories, in case you didn't know that. Good morning, Yvonne. Nice to see you too. So Carrie Ann wins that one for $4. This is going to be my plaque and walking kind of lot. This one is, oh, let me take that off there. This one is Burwood. So it's the plastic from Burwood. It's MCM LXXVI. So 1976. Hello. Karis means grace. It's doves. No damage to this one. But it's that plastic Burwood. If you know, you know. Hey, Steph. Steph's in at $1. And if no one else is interested, I'm going to start the countdown. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Awesome. That is going to Steph. And if you like late night sales, you should be following Steph. She's in California, so she's on at midnight my time, and I'm already sound asleep. I have caught her sale a couple times when I had insomnia, and one morning I got up and she was still on from the night before. They'd been on like all night long. Okay, my next one is, it's got a rounded out, a concave glass here, and it's got the dried flowers in there with a little velvet bow. It is on a velvet background. You can hang it or you can set it, and it's got these little feet right here. It's got a lot of vintage goodness going on. And it's this big. Thank goodness I don't have insomnia too much anymore. Everything's starting at $1. And there's Carrie Ann in at $1. Apple's in at $2. Sorry, you're getting the glare. The flowers are super pretty in there. I do think a bit fell off the flower right there down into the glass. If this had been like in really bad shape and all fallen apart, I might have kept the frame and repurposed it because I love these concave frames and I love velvet, but it was still in really good shape. Carrie Ann is back in at $3. And if you came in and I missed saying hi to you, hello, thanks for being here. Sometimes the chat just jumps and I totally missed someone coming in. All right, Apple's out, so I will start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Oh, Marcy jumped in there with 5. And there's the stop. Marcy got in there before the stop. That one's going to Marcy. Thank you, Marcy. Okay, next one is this sweet little deer. Probably meant for a baby's room. I cannot read. The stamp on that is so faded. It is chalkware. I have no idea what this stamp says. Aw, Marcy. Let me make a note of that. Send to Apple. I can do that. So little deer, the sweet pink and blue. This was covered in nicotine stains. This must have hung on the wall. What's sad is it's obviously an item for a baby's room, and Somebody smoked and smoked and smoked, but I did get it all cleaned up. I tried to work it into my bedroom and it just didn't fit. All right, I see Connie in at $1 on this sweet little, and it's this size. If you guys want me to measure this stuff, I can. Just under 5.5 inches. Just a sweet little chalkware. There's Yvonne at 2. I like the 3D aspect of that. I'm on the hunt for some of the poodle chalkware because Connie came back in at 3 because my grandma she had the big ones, the black and gold chalkware that were like a foot long, maybe even longer. And they just over the years broke apart. But that seeing them hang on the wall is like a big part of my childhood memories. So I'm on the hunt in the wild. I'm on the hunt for some of the chalkware poodle plaques and things. I've got a space saved. Oh, Cass, that's wonderful. Congratulations. None of my children or my nieces have graced me with grandchildren yet. I've already told all of my nieces, I'm like, you're just getting an extra grandma. I'm not going to be the great aunt. I'm an extra grandma. Okay, I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. We're going to call that Baby Deer Chalkware. Okay, that one is going to Connie for $3. Oh, congratulations, Norma Jean. You guys know I'm going to be the most excited grandma in the world when someone in this family gets pregnant. Okay. Nope. Oh my goodness. Stop that. Next one is this one. And I liked this one so well. I bought 2 of them. One for me and apparently one for you guys. Good morning, Kara. So this says hand painted lasting products incorporated made in the USA. And each of these flowers is slightly different, just slightly. So just a little wall plaque. If it had been more different, I would have hung them together, but it was the same basic, like somebody was looking at a picture and just replicating it on every piece. So it's that porcelain inside the wood frame. And it gives you 2 different ways to hang it. You can hang it by these, although test these out. Some of these are brittle and they do break off. And there's nail holes in the back. Yeah, in my old apartment, Apple, every single wall was a gallery wall. The whole, like maximalist, I totally embraced it. There was not an inch of wall that was not covered in my entire apartment. So I lost a ton of wall space when I moved. So I had to be really, really picky. And Yvonne's in at $1, and that jumped beyond me. There it is. Yvonne's in it at $1. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Oh, Geneva, that's fantastic. All right, that one's gonna go to Yvonne for $1. Thank you very much. Guys, there's this old warehouse building downtown, and it's a historic building, but it is for sale. It's $1 million, but it's for sale. And it's got 3 floors, plus the basement. The first floor was it's still stuffed full. It was a vintage antique type store. And the guy that owned it let me in at one point to look around. And I kind of wonder if he didn't pass away during COVID in 2020 or beginning of 2021, because he's never reopened the building again. But the second floor would make a perfect loft apartment, and then I could have my business on the first floor. It would be so cool. So if somebody just wants to give me $1 million, I'm just saying. Okay, so my next one is this little plaque. And this one is wood, again with the hanger here. It's this big. So blue flowers with green. I've got stuff in at $1. Yes, Yvonne, let's go halvesies on it. I love it. And it sits right on the corner of Main Street. Oh, and I think, is it 5th Avenue? Main Street and 5th, right downtown. It's awesome. Love it. All right, looks like just Steph's interested, so we are going, yeah, I got Monopoly money. We are going to go ahead and start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yvonne came in at 2 right before the stop. I'm sorry, Steph. Good morning, Christy. You know what would be cool is if they're selling the building contents included. That would be cool. So much good vintage stuff in there, just covered in layers of dust. Layers. Okay, my next one is a print of a watercolor by Karen Wilson. This is The Wharf, and this was printed in Nova Scotia. And it's a little one. Good morning, Delbert. And yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm running through them rather quickly, just so I can get through everything. And I'm not, yeah, Geneva. I am going to run over Helen's time this morning. So if you need to leave and go to Helen's sale, I understand. But if you want to stick around for dollar clearance goodness, you can do that too. So this one's super pretty. I had it in a gallery wall, of course. We've got Christy in it at $1. And this frame is metal. I mean, look how, I can't imagine how much this cost originally, just for the print and the frame. Oh, please don't yell at me. No, don't yell at me. He's been a pistol this morning, trying to escape the room. Oh, she's not doing Wednesday morning anymore? When did she stop, Steph? No, shh. All right, I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Oh, it's Jen and Tricia now. Okay, well, if you need to leave for Jen and Trisha, I understand. But I am going to go over. I'm usually on an hour. Okay, so that one is going to go to, no, I don't want to do that. Go to Christy for $1. You're getting a great deal on this one. I think you're really going to like it. And my cat's name, this one is Blue. Come here. Oh, he just took off that way. His name's Blue, and then his sister is Harley. And they actually have a sibling named Truffle who he was like twice the size of mine, even though they were all same litter. And so he went to live with my daughter's now ex-boyfriend because he had a whole house for him to run around in. And he was bullying my two that I kept. So it all worked out. And he's super happy, and he sends me update pictures every now and then. Okay, got that one down. This one has seen better days. I also had this one up in my gallery wall, but can you see the dings? I don't know what happened to it before I got it. And this one does not have a wall hanger on it. I had used command strips, and it worked perfectly. I don't know. Is that a setting, or is that just if you get over 1,000, it'll do the half hour before? Because I've never figured out how to do that. And this one was hand painted. There is an artist's signature right there. I enjoyed it. It's a little beat up. Delbury's not mad. He just wants out of the room. He's got spring fever. It's frustrating because there are things YouTube related that you can only do from a computer, and I do not own a computer. I don't have one. Did you, Bree? How odd. I have no idea then. All right, if no one's interested in this one. Oh, there's stuff at $1. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, that one's going to Steph. I had watched Helen and Devin's video about looking for office space. That's a very cool thing. Okay, I've got you down. So this one is from 1972. And I think it's one of those where they splattered paint and they spun it. So it's a really thin, I don't know what you call this. So it's very thin, but look at that. And it's signed AG 1972. And that's a 7, not a 4. 1972. I just thought this one was super fun, and it was in my gallery wall. It's psychedelic, man. Everything's starting at $1. Is that what that's called? I see stuff in at $1. Breeze in at 2. Also, Miss Pat Doodles will be on with Jen and Trisha this morning. I love Miss Pat. That is one classy lady. And the knowledge she has about dolls, I I couldn't even begin to. All right, Marcy's in at 3. This reminds me of when Star Trek goes to warp speed, the original. It looks like we're slowing down. So I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. We've got Marcy at 3, and it's this size, you guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Bree came back in at 4. Jump, jump, jump. I'm going to let Geneva call that one. There's Geneva's stop. So I'm going to wait and let Geneva call this one. Okay. Donna Maria. So stuff got in there at $5. And huge thank you to all of my mods. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you. I have fantastic mods on my channel. Okay. We've got this one. God could not be everywhere, so he created mothers. This is shellacked, like so shiny. But it does have like a scrape here in the shellac, and oh, I can't, that was bubbles when it was done. Here it does have a hanger on the back. Okay. Let me write that down. Marcy will pay for stuff. Awesome. Okay. So this mother plaque, it's either 70s or early 80s. It is awfully pretty. And real wood. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Moving on. Oh, there's Christy at $1. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I am, aren't I? Okay, that one is going to Christy for $1. Thank you, Christy. And you guys, I have a sister named Christy, and I have a sister-in-law named Christy. And both their middle names are Lynn. Christy Lynn. And I think they're the exact same age, too. She's young. Maybe she's 2 years younger than me. I don't know. This one, the guardian angel watching over the 2 kids. And there's there's just like this metallic sheen on everything. I don't think it comes across there. Can you see it? It's so pretty. It's this big. Everything's starting at $1. And I am still going to sell some things that aren't glass. Yeah, I love the metallic. This seems to me like another thing you would have gotten at the fair. But, you know, on Tiger's sale once a month, and then on here on Wednesdays when we return to regular programming, I'll sell things that aren't glass, but my focus is mainly going to be glass now. Okay, Donna is in at $2. If you guys can hear the dogs barking, my niece just got home from school. Okay, I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Awesome. That one's going to Donna for $2. And if you guys missed the Altered Book Challenge this week, it is use makeup or nail polish on a page. Use makeup or nail polish on a page. Kaz, I think I've gone through all the pottery. And I'm not selling any of the boys' pottery yet. You're not getting this cup. I did pick up some new pottery pieces for Tiger's sale. That'll be next week because this week will be the first Thursday of the month. So next week, Thursday at 11 a.m., I will be on Tiger's sale with new things. I bought new things. And I'll be bringing this Royal Copley dog to Tiger's sale next week. Still got its original sticker. How stinking cute is that? So don't forget, next Thursday I will be on Tiger's channel. I know you want the cup, Cass. And you know, neither of my boys watch my channel ever. And my daughter does occasionally, but she's pretty busy too. So I keep telling them, like, people want your pottery. People want it. Make more. They don't believe me. All right, next picture. Master Lambton Lawrence. This little hanger up here. The frame is plastic. It's this big. I feel like in the 70s, everybody had one of these hanging in their home somewhere. The frame does have some wear, you can see. And if there's no interest, we can move on. There's Steph. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, and if it's just stuff interested, I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. There's the stop. That one's going to Steph for $1. Steph's shipping is going to cost more than Steph's items. Thank you, Steph. Okay, next. Well, let me take that off. No, take it off. There. So next is these birds in this heart. It's kind of cool. I don't know anything about it. It is not marked in any way. It's got nice detail though. It's this size. And I love that it's a heart. It's got a heart. It's got extra hearts. We've got Kara in at $1. I appreciate you guys helping me clear this stuff out so I can breathe. I appreciate you. Also, I can buy new stuff now. That's the important part, right? All right, we're going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Oh, Yvonne jumped in there at $2. And there's the stop. That one's going to go to Yvonne. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Kara. That was after the stop. Steph, it's nice when you can spread out just a bit. Okay, I have, looks like 5 more pieces of art, and then we'll move on to wood, metal. I don't know if there's anything stone left in that box. I'll have to see. Oh, and here's a random doily. Why is that in there? And this doily looks like someone tried to dye it green, but they didn't. Anybody interested in a large doily that is 2 different colors? It's a large doily. Everything's starting at $1. Yep, you could definitely dye it. I follow a lady on Instagram who puts these into frames against like black velvet. And I think she uses some kind of glue so they don't move. And it's a gorgeous way to display these. I've shared her in my story before just because she's awesome. All right, if no one's interested in the doily, I'll toss it. I've still got doilies over there. I don't know how that one got into this box instead of being in the doily box. Okay. I picked this one up at the antique store. It's just a tiny one. And it's a little cupboard scene with a quilt hanging over the door. It's just sweet. But it was professionally framed. Oh, I can't remember her Instagram. She's on TikTok too. I will try to remember to share her in my stories again if I can. So wood frame, Really nicely framed, but just a tiny little. And Robert's in at $1. I found her on TikTok first and then realized she had an Instagram because I wanted to share so people saw the idea of what she does. So, hey, Becky. So then she did have an Instagram and I followed her and I've shared her in the past, which she sent me a message for and thanked me. It was so sweet. But I'll share it again because it's just the coolest thing what she does with them. She also does a lot of book art and old magazine art. She even uses like the big Uline catalogs for art pieces. She's very cool. And her TikToks show how she does the stuff. She walks you right through it. All right, I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, there's the stop, and that is going to Robert for $1. Thank you, Robert. Okay, this one is another tile. And it still has its instructions on it. This was Kimberly Enterprise from California, Gardena, California. And dust on there. I don't think it was ever hung because there's the piece. So I don't know that it's so much vintage. I do know the frame is loose right here and needs to be glued back together. So just take note of that. But it's a nice heavy tile. It's super pretty. I see Connie in at $1. Yeah, there's some pretty cool things you can do with the doilies. I've got some that were my grandmothers and great-grandmothers and great aunts. And so at some point I'll be doing some. Right now I just have them like displayed in some of my boys' pottery. They're kind of hanging over the edge so you can see the beauty on them instead of, oh, it moved. Donna Marie is in it for. So instead of it being underneath it where you don't ever see it and just catches dust, I've got them hanging over the side of these big pottery bowls so that you get to see how pretty they are. But I think it would be fun to dye them because, you know, I'm a super colorful person. Fun to dye them bright colors and then put them in a big frame. All right, Connie's at 6 and we are going to start the countdown. After I write that down. Oh, and Jazzy is in at 7. Hey, Jazdia. And my cat's back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Connie came back at 8. And there's the stop. That's going to go to Connie. Thank you, Connie. Okay, have 2 of these. They're going to be $1 a piece. These are old Kmart stock. So this one is square. This one is round. We'll do the square one first. It's the Rockabye Baby Poem. I had this printed out and hung, but I didn't have this super fancy Kmart frame for it. It does have the UPC. Now, in our local Kmart here, we started using UPC codes on stuff in 1991. So to me, it looks vintage. But the poem, if you're not familiar with this one, and this is dusty. It's cleaning and scrubbing can wait till tomorrow. For babies grow up, we've learned to our sorrow. So quiet down cobwebs, dust go to sleep. I'm rocking my baby, and babies don't keep. And there's the old Kmart sticker there at the top. I loved this saying. I rocked my babies so much. I held them. I knew how quickly they grew. I didn't want to miss a second of that, and I don't regret it at all. Kept me from killing them during the teenage years, let me tell you. All right, Kaz came in at $1. Yvonne came in at $2. My son was my oldest at the time. Now, my brother then married someone who had an older child, and so she became the oldest of all the grandchildren. But at the time that my son was born, he was the first grandchild, and he was the boy, and my whole family adored him. And I don't think that he ever laid down the first 4 months of his life. He slept at night in someone's arms. He took every nap in someone's arms. The child never got laid down. He was the most loved baby because he was the first grandchild in a very large family. Yvonne's back in at $4. Yeah, I don't believe that you can spoil a baby. I just don't. So I definitely did attachment parenting when they were that little. All right, I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, that one's going to go to Yvonne for $4. And then we've got the round one. Same saying, same picture, just a round frame. I loved every age until they got to be teenagers. I did not have the terrible 2s or terrible 3s with mine. Kaz is in at $1. Kitchen Corner's in at $2. Kaz is back in at $3. I loved every age. It was just so fun seeing the world through their eyes and getting to learn everything all over again with them. And I adored every bit of it. And then they became teenagers, and I was the worst person on the face of the earth. I was stupid and I knew nothing anymore. Teen years were hard, and my kids were not bad kids. They were not bad kids. Like, they didn't get in trouble or anything, but just the thinking that I was the worst person in the world. And I was a single mom from the time my youngest was born. He was a month old when my ex and I split up permanently. So everything was my fault. And I thought, oh my goodness, teen years are the worst. And then they became young adults. And then I was like, oh no, this is the worst. Although they're better now. My daughter is my best friend. I have a fantastic relationship with her. My youngest son, who just turned 20, has come back around again. And my oldest comes over to see my parents once a week for lunch, and I get to see him then. I loved being a mom of littles. All right, we're going to start the countdown. Oh, Bree, don't tell me that. No. And right now, none of my kids are like ready to have kids yet. And I'm just so afraid that they'll end up having kids with somebody who doesn't like me. I don't want to be the mother-in-law, the awful mother-in-law. I just want to be involved in my grandkids' lives. So now I've got new worries. Like it just never stops. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I seriously was the mom at the end of summer when I had to take them back to school. I cried after I dropped them off, like every time. All right, $3 going to Kaz. Okay, last piece of art. Ooh, that was super dirty. And it is this creepy. Oh, now I've got cat hair all over me. It is this creepy baby picture. So the top says Genola Corrigan, born August 10th, 1922, died February 8th, 1925, gone but not forgotten. But it doesn't say which of these babies, and he has black shorts on. It looks like some stain on the photo here, but it's black shorts. It doesn't say which of these kids died, but one of them only lived 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. And there is a split in the photo there, and then there is a split in the photo there up at the corner. It's just a basic frame that someone put this very vintage picture in. Well, I guess we're 1925, almost antique now. And there's damage down at the corners too. I had picked this up for an oddities sale because the weird and wonderful is not my jam. I didn't even get time to be upset about becoming an empty nester because it happened in 2020 and I'd lost my business. I'd lost my home. Like it was bad. It was so bad. All right, Becky's in at $1. Well, hopefully there's no cat hair left on this when I ship it because it's all stuck to me now. We're going to call this one Creepy Dead Baby. We've got Becky in at $1, and we are going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And this is another one I had picked up at the antique store. All right, that's going to go to Becky for $1. Okay, first item is a wood candlestick. And I do think that maybe at some point wood wax got spilled down here and somebody scrubbed it off because it does look like there's some wear to the finish here where this is still nice. So there is some wear there. I hope it's coming across. It is vintage. Just a single wood candlestick. Jazzy is in at $1 on the wood candlestick. Christy's back in at $2. Jazzy is in at $3. Well, Donna, look at me. Turning 50 this year, living back home with my mom and dad after raising my 3 kids on my own. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. Jazzy's at 3, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I keep telling my daughter she needs to come back. Oh, Kaz got in there at $4. Thank you, Kaz. Okay, next we've got, he's a bank. And he seems to be made of like really thick paper mache that was molded. Every time I've had him up for sale, we've all debated on what he's made of, but that's what it feels like. Just really thick paper mache. And this was Nanco, made in Japan. He is missing a stopper, but that's the only, there's no damage to him. And he's this tall. Even my oldest, because my daughter lives the furthest away. And my oldest, when he was over for lunch the other week, is like, I just don't understand why she moved so far away from the family. He said, she needs to move back here. And I'm like, I agree with you. Hi, Karen. Being born on February 29th, he got gypped on birthdays. Only get a birthday every 4 years. We've got Connie in at $1. Oh, Kaz, both of my boys were born with the cord wrapped around their neck. Both of them. They had to do an emergency C-section on my oldest. And there was a point where apparently I was knocked out. I didn't know about it, but apparently my blood pressure bottomed out. And my husband at the time thought he was going to lose us both. And because they had to go ahead and completely put me under, only my husband was allowed in there. My mom wasn't. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. It looks like only Am I back? Let me know if I'm back. Okay, I'm back. The Wi-Fi dropped. It dropped everything. Okay, so I'm gonna start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And there's the stop. So that's going to go to Connie for $1. Got a good deal on that, Connie. Okay, next up are these hand carved mushrooms. These are made locally. And it's funny, I've had this one for a while, but when I was in an antique store a couple weeks ago, he made these. So I didn't catch his name, so I don't know if he made the one that I already owned or if he just made the ones that he had in the store in the same manner as this guy, but these are crafted by Tony Caracne. And these are morel mushrooms. Okay, and that jumped. I see Becky first at 5 before Connie's 5. So Becky came in at 5 first. And Connie is in at 8. Oh yeah, they do look like cactus, but they're morel mushrooms, which around here are practically worth their weight in gold. We had one specific store that sold them, one health food store that sold them every year. You had to like pre-order way in advance, then hope there was a good crop or you weren't getting any. All right, we've got Connie at 8, so I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yes, they are hard to find and very short harvest time. And if people have a patch where they get them from every year, they hide that secret. They will take it to the grave with them. They're not telling anyone where they get theirs. All right, Connie's going to get that at $8. Thank you, Connie. I have this little wood piano. Little baby grand. But the original price sticker, not the price sticker from when I got it, the original price sticker left that mark there on the top. And that's what it looks like. Just a little piano. And I don't know what scale it is. So if you do like miniatures, doll houses, I don't know. I can tell you the measurements, but I don't know the scale on those. I'd love to learn about that. I would love to build my own Victorian dollhouse. Just $1. Anyone's interested? Becky's in at $1. Ooh, that coffee was ice cold because I forgot I had it sitting there. Mini piano. Christy's in at $2. My kid's great grandma on their dad's side had this gorgeous Victorian dollhouse she had put together. It was amazing. What page am I on in my book? I'll show you. Okay, so we're going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, there is the stop. That's going to go to Christy for $2. And I'm going to write down miniatures with kit and caboodlers. Fun. I follow some on TikTok and on Instagram, but I don't actually follow any on YouTube. There's one that makes miniatures for like 1950s houses. Love that. Love that. Okay. So our prompt, if you missed the prompt for the Altered Book Project, our prompt for this week is to use makeup or nail polish on a page. And my page last week, because it was stickers last week, used stickers. And I used stickers to cover up all the stains on the page I had done from the week before. So this is last week's and the week before, both of their prompts. Because this book has really gross stains all through it. So that was this week's book prompt. I will try to post on Instagram later. I'm so bad about that, you guys. Some weeks I remember and some weeks I don't. Please don't move the boxes. And if you guys wanted to see my kitty, this is my Blue. Hi, you can't stay there. Oh, he gave Mama kisses. That's so nice. That's so nice. But I'm trying to do a sale here. Next item is a pewter candle snuffer. It's got some really pretty details on it. So pewter candle snuffer. And I do believe somewhere on this it said it was made, yeah, made in the USA. Right there. I see Kara in first before Becky. Robert's in also. Everyone at $1. So Kara's first. And Robert's in at 2. My daughter named him. And Donna Maria's in at 3 on the pewter candle snuffer. My daughter named all 3 of them. Jazzy is in at 5. She named him Blue for 2 reasons. The first one is because he was more blue toned than his brother and sister. They have warmer tones. So he was more blue tone with his gray bits than the other 2. They're more brown tone. And also his attitude. He's always kind of an emo cat. A little bit depressed, a little bit whiny, a little bit wanted his mama more than the other 2. And I do believe, see, these are the kittens that got dumped in the neighborhood. So we don't know their history, but I believe he was the runt of the litter because he's literally half his size. His brother weighs 20 pounds. He weighs 9 pounds and some ounces. So, and his sister weighs about the same thing. She has a smaller frame, but she's got a bigger belly. Oh, I know. I love you. Oh, yes, you're the sweetest. So she named him Blue, but we call him Blueberry when he's in trouble. Okay, I'm going to start the countdown. We're at a high of 6 with Donna Maria. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop on the candle snuffer. Can I write that down? Will you let me write? You're really not going to, are you? He's purring, you guys. There's the stop. So that's going to go to Donna Maria for $6. I'll set that right there. Don't mess with that. Okay, next up is this aluminum bowl tray. It's by Coronet. It's got real pretty flowers in it. I don't know what those are. They're definitely not roses. And you can see Coronet there on the back. What are you trying to do? Oh, you want pets while I'm doing this. Okay. Let me hide that comment. So So Kara's in at $1, and it is this size. So I don't know if it was meant to be like a fruit bowl in the center of the table. Okay, Jazdia. I love these aluminum pieces, and I know why. It is pure nostalgia because my grandma always pulled them out at every Christmas and filled them with cookies and candies and nuts, and so many happy Christmas memories around aluminum items that she had. Okay, Donna Maria's in at 2. And then my girl is named Harley. My daughter named her Harley Quinn because she said she was pretty but evil. And she just does not like my daughter. When my daughter and I are FaceTiming, okay, Carol came in at 3, but then Donna Maria came back in at 4. When we're FaceTiming, she comes over and tries to push the phone away and get in my face. She does not like my daughter. They do not like each other. And then the biggest one of the 3 of them, she named Truffle because he was so warm and snuggly and cuddly and friendly. He's like a dog. He loves people so much. Okay, Carol came back at 5. Donna Maria at 6. What? Are you done? Are you going to get down? Can I have my arm back? No. All right, we're going to start the countdown since Carol's out. 10. Are you inspecting it? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And because they are quarantine kitties, because I found them in the neighborhood in October of 2020, like they are hardly ever apart from me. And so like on days if I'm out sourcing and I'm gone all day, they are not happy. They are not happy. They're very spoiled. All right, aluminum tray is going to go to Donna Maria for $6. Thank you very much. Yeah, I love these trays. Running out of room. Squeeze it in here. I do have aluminum pieces that I have in my kitchen. Okay. Let's do this one. This one is stone, probably soapstone, but they had taped it together with packing tape at the thrift store, and the packing tape damaged the surface of the stone. So you can quite clearly see where it was taped there, taped down here. I don't know. I don't know if you can buff that out, and even the bottom. I soaked it to try and get that off. This is a nice size box, stone box. It's this size. Oh, thank you, Kaz. Man, I've had these forever. This cross is one of the vintage ones I'd picked up, and I put on a vintage chain, but I'd picked them up in 2 separate spots. I love this cross. So if anyone's interested, the top is still pretty, but sides are damaged. Tell me about it, Marcy. And no matter what I do, like on the pieces with gold trim, the glass with gold trim, it takes that gold trim off every time. I've tried soaking it. I have tried very carefully lifting it. It doesn't matter. It takes that off. Tape is the bane of my existence. That and trying to find the right size box. All right, we've got Christy in at $2. Apple in at 3. Becky is out. You guys hear the dogs? Since my nieces both have to be out of here first thing in the morning, I always feed my cats and then I go upstairs and make sure that all 3 of the dogs have gone out. The full-blooded poodle belongs to my middle niece, and the other 2, one's a dachshund, one's a dachshund mix, were they were lobbied to get dogs when my youngest niece was younger. And so, all right, I'm going to start the countdown then as soon as I finish my little story. And they're just kind of family dogs for everybody, even though she's the one that really lobbied hard. And she was the youngest that wanted dogs at that point in time. And so I get them all a morning treat and run them through their tricks. And then I feed them and make sure they've got water and separate them as they try and eat each other's food. So 2 dogs and 3 cats to take care of every morning. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And that's $3 going to Apple Martini. Thank you. And it kills me when people are like, oh, I'm just not a dog person, or I'm just not a cat. I love both. I love both equally. I had a dog growing up, and now I've got 5 animals I get to be with all the time. I love it. Okay, I've got another stone box. This was Pier 1. And Pier 1 is now vintage. It's hard to believe, but it is. Oh, I love horses too, Kaz. Hey, Crazy Maze. So this one is Pier 1. And this is a heavy one. So super pretty. Made to look like marble. I don't know if it is or not. But vintage Pier 1. It's got the nice velvet on the bottom. This one just has a nice feel, this trinket box. And is much smaller than this one. So here's the size difference in these. Good morning, John Robert. Okay, looks like Christy's got a high of $4 on the Pier 1 trinket box. And we are almost to the bottom of this box, and then I'll be done. Jazzy is in at 5 on this one. Pier 1 trinket box. Okay, I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And there's the stop. That one's going to go to Jazdia for $5. Jazdia, do you still have the same address as the last time you purchased from me? Just want to make sure. Okay, little stone vase. And this is little. The inside was carved out. There is the bottom. I have no other info than that. This is only 2.5 inches tall, but it's heavy and super pretty. Okay, Becky came in at $1. Kaz was in first at 2. Becky's in at 3. I'm gonna put my jacket on. Still dealing with the hot, then the cold, then the hot, then the cold. Jazzy came back at 4. Becky's in at 5. And since I'm running around today and Mom and Dad are out at the church, I'm not going to have a fire going in here. So by the time I get back home today, it'll probably be colder in here than it is outside if we reach a high of 63 today. Kaz is at 6. Oh, Chastia. Ugh. Gross. I cannot complain. Oh, thanks. I've had it forever. Cannot complain about the winter. We've had such a mild. I will complain about the bugs this summer, though, since we had such a mild winter. All right, I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And Kaz is going to win that one at $6. Thank you, Kaz. Okay, little copper candle holder. It's got nice patina on it. It definitely looks handmade, like hand beaten. It's a pretty cool piece. Everything's starting at $1. Yeah, Jazzy, I hope you don't have to worry about wildfires too. It's so scary. All right, Jazzy came in at 1. Donna Maria was first at 2. Jazzy is in at 4, whenever it comes up on my screen there. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Carol popped in at 5. Oh, and then a whole bunch of stuff happened. Jazzy at 6. And there's the stop. So Jazzy is going to win that one at $6. Thank you, everyone who bid on that. This one's a pretty cool piece. And I had it sitting in my bathroom with a lucite candle in it. Okay, next one. Let me get that off there. Next one is this little hand-carved wooden angel. G.R. Miller made this one. And it's this size. So 4.5 inches. I can see I am pausing up again. I will move slowly. You would think with only my niece and I home, so there's only one other person maybe drawing on the Wi-Fi, and it's such a clear, sunny day out. Like, I don't know why my Wi-Fi is giving me a hassle today. Okay, looks like it cleared up. So weird. And Apple Urine at $3 on the wood phone. On the wood angel. Good thing we're almost done. Okay, looks like just Apple's in at $3 on the angel. So we are going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good morning, Leanne. All right, that one is going to Apple for $3. Okay, anyone interested in this one is a wherever aluminum mold, Jello mold. They made these in a couple different styles. One came with an underplate and had a little like ring handle here. This one, from what I could tell when I researched it, was just this. This was the piece. So it is this big. It will make your funky, weird 1950s Jello molds that have tuna in lime Jello with olives and celery. Gross. Everything's starting at $1. Exactly, Kaz. Gross. My niece thinks they're hilarious, and occasionally she makes one of those really weird. Because she's like me, she collects the old cookbooks too. Okay, so if no one's interested in the aluminum wherever, then we are going to move on. Takuko? Okay, putting that one aside then. So these are not vintage. I bought them thinking my daughter would like them. I mean, I thrifted them. And she did not like them. They are 2 stone coasters. They're made in India, but they're not vintage. And they've got silver around the edges. So 2 stone coasters. They do have some weight to them. If anybody's interested. Yeah. I didn't even try it. I don't even like Jello. And it looks so disgusting. My mom tried it. Mm-mm. Also, don't tell my niece I said this, but she doesn't make Jello very well either. Like, it doesn't set up right. She needs to work on just perfecting her Jello recipe before she started adding all the weird stuff these recipes call for. And if you guys aren't following Lynn of Hey Lynn Vintage, you should be, because she will take these old recipes and make them and then post a video. I think it's every Wednesday she posts a video from her of a vintage recipe. Carol's in it $1. So 2 stone coasters made in India. All right, we're going to start the countdown because it looks like just Carol is interested in them. Let me pop that up there. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, there is the stop. And thank you, Geneva, for modding this entire sale. I truly appreciate it. And that's these two are going to go to Carol. Thank you, Carol. And Blue's over there making noise, and he set the dogs off barking. They think someone's here. Okay, I'm not going to pull them all out, but I have, oh, let me get that off there. I have 8 of these. They are pewter. And these were the Leonard hand cast pewter. Little shot glasses. They're pretty cool. But I have 8. All 8's going to start at $1. Carol's in at $1 for the Leonard pewter shot glasses, all 8 of them. Becky's in at $2 for the 8 of them. Let me see. Okay. There is Haylin Vintage's channel. And we are up to $6 for Carol. Lynn also has great glass. I have gone on and done a sale on her channel a couple times. She came on my channel one time last year and did a sale. She has great glass if you want to go to her sales. And because she's an Instagram seller first, she's kind of undiscovered here. So you can get a really good deal on a piece of glass because you're not fighting a lot of people to get something. She has some really cool stuff. Okay, Carol's at 6, so we're going to start the countdown after I write this down. Leonard pewter cups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. There's the stop. Those are going to go to Carol for $6. Thank you, Carol. Okay, I had looked up this game and now I forget what the name of it is. Sorry, that was noisy. It is missing its number 4, and then it's missing number 9 and the 0 after the 10. But you play a game where you roll dice and you try to get all of the pins down on your turn so that you win the game. I don't know if anybody's interested. There are videos on YouTube that show you how to play it if it's something you're interested in. I don't know the age on this one. It looked like fun when I looked it up. The felt does have some wear. But I got this with a lot of stuff at either an auction or a flea market. I don't remember which. I can tell what that bark is. The dogs are barking at a neighbor walking their dog in front of the house. So no one's here, just a neighbor walking their dog. The poodle is our only girl dog, but she's twice the size of the little dachshund and then the dachshund mix. And so it's so funny to hear a big booming bark because she's a girl and you think, oh, she should have a different voice. Bye, Donna Maria. Have a good day. All right. If no one's interested, we will pass on that one. We've got just a couple of things left. Oh, this big chunky platter. Just says Columbia, PA, USA. You can look these up online. They've got a specific name in the company. I can't remember. It is vintage. It's got these feet. It's a heavy platter. Oh, should have done this one first. My arms are tired. All right, if no one's interested in the big hefty platter, that'll hold your whole roast with the potatoes and carrots around it. We're gonna put it down. Oh, no, it's not a fish plate. Oh, okay. These two little pewter figurines, I'm going to start at $1 together if you're interested. These are royal pewter. Oh, and I dropped one. Okay. So little pewter figurines. One looks like they're playing an instrument. One looks like they are singing. They're tiny. So let's 1.5 inches tall. And the bottom says royal pewter. Yes, Kathy, a ham. That would be so good. Christy was in first at $1. Robertson at $2. And I collect pewter figurines, but I don't collect people. I collect the animals and things like that. Yeah, they do remind me of the Campbell soup kits. Donna's in at $3 before Christy. And I'd gotten these in a bag of pewter things and kept most of them for myself. Yeah, they look like carolers to me. Since they've got coats on. All right, I am going to start the countdown. Donna's in at $3. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And there is the stop. That is going to go to Donna for $3. Thank you very much. I always have to make sure I'm writing the correct Donna down since we have 2 Donnas in here this morning. Okay, and very last thing. Is this set of wood-topped little like pickle forks or hors d'oeuvre forks. Now, one of them does have damage right there to the wood knob. So there are 5 of them, but one of them is damaged. So just little pickle forks, little hors d'oeuvre forks. To me, these are very 1970s. My parents got married in 1972 and got a lot of this kind of thing for their wedding that they used for years and years and years. I just got my mom to get rid of the salad bowl and the salad bowl and then the small serving salad bowls, the bamboo ones that she got for her wedding, which was 50 years ago last year. I managed to make her get rid of them. I replaced it with a gorgeous clear glass, because she loves clear glass, big salad bowl with serving bowls. Okay, Robert came in first on that one at $1. Yes, meatballs. Bye, Jazzy. Have a good day. And thanks everyone who has stuck with it. We did it. We made it through. Breeze in at $2. And honestly, there were only about maybe 20 items between all 4 clearance sales that did not sell. So I'll just have a box of stuff to donate. So you guys helped me clean out really well, and I appreciate it. Got a lot of hard work this week to do packaging everything up, but I will get to working on it tomorrow. All right, I am going to start the countdown. Breeze at $2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I don't think they're marked anything at all. No. Becky, I'd be afraid to take that out of the frame. I'd be afraid the picture would fall all apart. Okay, it looks like Bree won those at $2. Thank you, Bree. Set those down carefully so they don't roll away. All right. Whew, we did it, you guys. That was fantastic. Oh, it'll be so nice to have all of this packed up and shipped to you guys, to its new homes. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you still needed the altered book prompt, it was use makeup or nail polish on a page. That's going to be a fun one. And I think that's all. So I'm going to go out and source and buy some new things for upcoming sales. And you guys have a great week. I will see you in the chats. Bye, everybody.